It's Tuesday. Are you rocking out, Rob?
Oh, it's done. Oh.
He's his own little world over there.
Maybe he has a good delay on his channel there.
Yeah, right. Hey, Rob, you didn't do it.
All the record podcast.
There you go. He did it. Good job. So, have you guys been?
Fucking great, man. How are you?
I'm tired.
I hear you.
My ass.
But it's been good. No complaints.
Good.
It's hot as fuck where you're at, Grover.
Yes. You're lucky I'm wearing this right now. So, but yeah, trying to cool off. I actually put the AC down a few degrees and just trying to maybe stay as still as possible. Don't you
go.
that body heat.
Lay back.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, Rob.
Yeah.
So we have some pretty badass folks on today.
Yes.
So I'm pretty excited to introduce you to these guys because one of the biggest things about the Tallahassee scene is we have a lot of talent in Tallahassee. And I know that Rob, being that, you were a musician in the Tallahassee scene, looking back, like this is like the new generation.
It is.
Of the music scene. And they're doing a hell of a job keeping it alive, and they've made quite a name for themselves, as young as these guys are. And so I'm super excited to have these guys on because it's a whole new generation, and they're carrying the torch. It's like you've handed the torch down, Rob.
Somebody has to.
So I don't have you ready. I'm gonna bring them in.
Do it.
Right? Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. We're in.
We're
in.
Bam.
Welcome, guys.
Guys.
Still munching away.
So I'm going to ask the most obvious question first. Who are you and what do you play? Where are you from? Introduce yourselves.
Can we go left to right? Can you start, Andrew?
We are Gila, the Tallahassee local band Gila. Woo!
Woo!
I'm Andrew. It says it like right there. And I'm the bass player. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Austin. I play guitar.
Short and sweet, Austin. I'm Troy. I play the drums.
I'm Kogan. I'm rhythm guitar and vocals.
Nice. Welcome on Off the Record, guys. We appreciate you being here. So the one thing that I know about you guys is you never always used to go by the name you go by. So do you want to explain the transition? Why the change? And
so we used to be called Rockadillions. A lot of people in Tallahassee might know us as that. But when we were playing locally only and just playing for fun, it was like a fun name to have, just for a band. But when we wanted to start taking the band more seriously, we thought changing the name to something more serious to, help our chances of being able to get booked out of town and get our name out there more. Because if you're, a top, promoter in Tampa, you're not going to book Rockadillions over some other band, you know what I'm saying? It's like an instant okay, these guys are not serious,
Those are hard to spell.
Yeah, it's hard. It's spelled wrong a lot. So something short, sweet, easy to say, rolls off the tongue,
I like it. So you guys had actually sent over a song, and we're going to play it later on in the podcast so everybody can kind of hear you guys. So how did you guys get together? You guys are super young. So how did you guys even start to be like, hey, let's do the band thing?
Well, it's all started with me and a few of my other friends who are no longer in the band. We wanted to play music together. We just liked music, and so we wanted to start a band. And then over time, we kind of just added people. We needed a new guitar player because we had issues with other ones. So Austin, I sat next in anatomy class in junior year, and so he joined the band. And then we needed a rhythm guitarist and a new vocalist. So Kogan, I went to lunch with him one time, and that's how I met him. And then
over chicken nuggets.
Yep, Chick-fil-A. And then a couple months later, we lost our bass player, and we needed a more permanent one. We found Andrew. We had all mutuals with him. So yeah, and then we all kind of got together. And once the 4 of us were together, there were no more like roster changes or anything. We all just stuck together.
It seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
the great band stories always start at school.
Yeah.
You know, for the
Yeah.
most part. So it's good. Y'all got seem like a good friendship going. Y'all
Oh yeah.
yeah, so that helps quite a bit.
So yeah, and going off of Grover's point, like what is it like for all of you guys being friends, but then coming in and now you have a band and that you're taking seriously. So how do you guys stay on the same page?
I'm sorry. Someone said a chat about gnomes and it's kind of making me. Yeah. You want to like stick together? I don't know. I feel like we all have a good connection. Like we everywhere we go, every time we meet, it's just like it's never just been like it's never been like serious. Like I was in another band for a little bit and it was like kind of started more seriously, or like I've been to like jam with other people and it's like more serious, like get down to it. But we kind of just meet and like just hang out as friends. Like we're just making music together as friends, you know. Like we take it seriously, but at the end of the day, it's just we're all just friends hanging out, writing music together.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool. And by the way, I just want to say real quick, I really appreciate you guys coming on. You guys were supposed to come on a few months ago. Something happened, and we couldn't. We had to cancel, unfortunately. So I just really appreciate you guys coming on to the show.
Of course.
I told you all I'm a really big fan of your band. I'm a big fan of everything that you do. And so again, just thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Yeah, and you guys really seem like you have a lot of fun with making music and playing shows. Like you guys get into it and you have a lot of fun. And out of all the bands that we've interviewed, we're, you know, like, hey, like what's the biggest takeaway? And almost everybody's like, you got to have fun with it. And you guys really do seem like you're having a blast doing what you're doing. And you're killing it. You're killing it. I remember when I first heard Rockadillions, and they're like, you know, it's a new band on the scene, young kids, you know, they're having fun with it. They're, you know, having a blast. And I heard some of your stuff. I think I saw you guys at I want to say, was it Warrior before or was it Legacy already? I saw you at the venue and I was like, okay, these guys are pretty good, you know? And then over time I was like, all of a sudden I'm seeing like show after show. You guys were like staying busy. And I was like, made me proud looking at the music scene. Like these guys have the right idea, especially I was very impressed for how young you guys are, how quickly you grew in the scene. And that was pretty cool to be like, okay, like I see them. They're on the radar now. Like that's really cool. How do you guys feel about that? Like knowing that you guys first started, you played a few shows, and then all of a sudden it's like, to me, it's like you guys just kind of blew up.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like when we started, it was like, I don't know, I never thought we'd get to a point like this ever. But, you know, it was just us playing covers in a room. And then now we're, you know, playing outside of Tallahassee. You know, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. What do you guys think?
The gnomes are back. For those who don't know, there's one.
There's one.
Oh, you shouldn't show the other one.
Don't show the other one.
Don't show the other one.
It will totally not Skogan.
I won't show the other one.
All right.
But there's another one. So everybody out there watching, you know what they're laughing about. And we also, real quick, we have Ryan. He says, made it just in time. Howdy, everybody.
Ryan.
Hey,
He's nuts on the guitar, dude.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped. He always gets compliments every show.
Every
Ryan,
show.
Ryan, I've been fucking telling you, man. I've been fucking telling you. And
He's
that's
a
all
hell
I'm
of a
gonna say about
guitarist.
that.
Yeah.
He is a hell of a guitarist. So what about the rest of you? How do you guys feel about all of a sudden you just kind of like almost seems like you've blown up overnight?
Hype. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like we aren't like at a point where I'm walking around and someone comes up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, aren't you the bass player for Gila?" Like I think I've mentioned to people so many times, like, "Oh yeah, I'm in a metal band," and then they're like, "What?" They're like, "What band?" And I like have to route them to it and all the time. But it's just cool to like have to go to a show and know that there's gonna be at least like a good amount of people there, because at least for us, there's people that come to the show because like we've interacted with them and we've talked to them. And I just really love seeing like these group of people that really love us like come out to the shows, and like we get to interact with them. We're like, oh my God, how are you doing? Catch up, you know.
Oh yeah.
And not for nothing, they're not just there at the show; they are there at the show to see you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Right,
so important
exactly.
to have that good fan base to start off with. And yeah, you'll get your crowd, from coast to coast, hopefully worldwide one day. But if you always keep that core fan base, they'll always be with you, support you. So it's good that you're building that right now at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And my genuine curiosity is, how long have you guys been playing? And how long have you been together as a band?
You want to go left to right again? Andy, you want to start?
I have been playing for 5 years, but I've only been in the band for 1 year.
Nice.
I've been playing guitar for about 5 years now. And I joined the band, let's see, I want to say like November, December of 2022. Is that right, Troy? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I've been consistently drumming for like probably 3 or 4 years. But I mean, the band as a whole, I think we've been a band for about maybe a year and a half, but like this group of us, probably like a little over a year.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I've been playing guitar for almost 4 years, and I've been a vocalist, or I've been actively practicing vocals since February when I joined.
Nice. I will say, so you guys haven't been playing your instruments for very long, but you're all like individually, you guys are all really, really good.
Thank you.
Like
Appreciate it.
really talented musicians. So, and just because for, the fact that you guys have been together for, that short period of time, and like I said, you guys just kind of blew up in the music scene. Are you guys looking to play? I know you said you're looking to play more outside of Tallahassee, but how far are you willing to go? Like, do you have a limit? Do you have like I don't really want to go all the way to New York, or you're like, fuck it, I want to go everywhere?
I mean, I think at this stage it's more based on like, because I mean, like we're all, we're a band that makes money, but we're also like we're also like college kids on the side, so like we don't have like a lot of money. So like,
Right.
if the gig, like if it makes sense for us to travel to Canada to play, then travel anywhere. It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
But like, I think for the time being,
I can't go to Canada.
He's like, no.
I think for the time being, just staying like pretty close where we can drive. Maybe.
If it don't make money, it don't make sense, right? Yes.
Absolutely.
We are
You
broke.
are not wrong.
Yeah, I think the farthest we like have planned to go in the near future is like Nashville.
Oh, Nashville's nice. You guys are gonna have a lot of fun in Nashville.
That's huge.
That is
we've
huge.
got one of our friends has a band up there. We're trying to get some together.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, what inspired you to sit there one day and say, like, like Andrew, you say, like, I'm gonna learn to play bass. Like, what inspired you guys to pick up your instruments and just learn?
I'm so happy you chose me. You said my name. Because I say this all the time, but I was a freshman year of high school. I walk into my guitar class and I played guitar for like a couple of months, and I was like, this is all right. But with one assignment, we had a guitar player, a bass player, and a rhythm guitar player. I was lead guitar player. That's what I meant to say. I was lead guitar player, but the entire time I was looking at the bass, and I was like, dang, that looks so much cooler than what I'm doing, because it was. And after that, I'm like, Mom, I want a bass. And then we went to this pawn shop and I got a crappy bass, and I just went ham on that thing. And it has just been like me and that bass, and then Gila happened. Well, not a lot of stuff happened, like 3 years happened, but then Gila eventually happened. And yeah.
That's cool. So you basically just saw it and was like, that looks cooler, and I want to
Yes.
play it.
Basically, yeah.
And Andrew, I commend you on that. I am a guitar player first, and I've tried playing bass. I am bad. I am not a bass player at all. It's four strings, right? And you would think, oh, it's two less strings than what you're used to. No, it's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
It is a challenge for me. So I definitely commend you on that.
Yeah, I heard some bass runs in some of your songs. They sound pretty sweet. So,
Hell yeah.
you go in the right direction for sure.
Andrew's a goat.
No, I'm not. I'm all right.
Andy's humble. Young and humble. I like you guys. Also, what about you?
I took music classes in middle school and high school, and just kind of naturally gravitated towards guitar. I took specifically guitar class in high school, so I had to play guitar. So I
didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. I actually did not do any kind of metal until Gila started doing metal. Because initially we were not really doing metal stuff. We mostly did punk stuff. We kind of, as we developed as a group, we gravitated towards metal. But like I think the first like true metal song I learned how to play is probably like Master of Puppets or something.
Nice.
Damn.
So it wasn't Hot Cross Buns like.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember at the beginning of the band, like we would like suggest metal stuff. I think like the first like real metal song we played in the band was My Own Summer
Deftones,
by
yeah.
Deftones.
Yes.
Wow.
But like Austin was a metal hater. Like he wanted to play classic rock through and through.
Mhm.
And then slowly as we would like, you know, throw a metal song on the set list, he'd be like, I want more.
Got him
It got
hooked.
heavier and heavier.
So from
That's how it always
Eagles to
happens.
Metallica. Huh.
That makes Rob
Remember,
happy.
It always starts with the tip.
I can't stand you, Rob.
What is that drop tune in? Huh? I like that.
What about you two?
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
What made you go, I want to just start? Like, so, okay, being a drummer, did you have like
Yeah.
anger issues and you're like, I need to beat the shit out of something and I want to go to jail?
No,
Hulk
no,
smash.
no. So I went to Raw Middle School and they had a steel drums program there.
Mm-hmm.
And it carries throughout Leon as well. But I was in the steel drums program there, and the teacher would play drum set while all of us would play our steel pans, and like we'd be a whole band together. And so I would see the teacher play drum set, or on days that we would like not be playing a song, like I would just like see it and be like, that's cool, and I would go sit on it and like fiddle around. And I feel like I just kind of have like a natural like rhythm kind of. And so I sat down on a set and I was able to like throw down a beat, and my teacher was like dang, you're good. And like so I just kind of kept at it. And for the next, I ended up getting a drum set for Christmas that year. And then I just played a little bit for the next 3 years or so. And then I was like, I have a drum set. And then when the band first started, we just kind of all got together. And that's when the band started is when I really started playing drums. Like before that, I could throw down a beat, but I wasn't good at all. You know, I had no sense of tempo or anything. But like over time, as we kept playing, I just, you know, got better over time. But it was definitely being in steel drums, seeing the teacher, that was like the moment I was like, I want to play drum set.
Hell yeah.
For me, on guitar wise, it was like same as Austin, except I loved punk. It was like I could play 2/3 of the American Idiot album straight, like by memory. And then through
Nice.
that I like learned the lyrics to all the songs and like knew them. So like I sang, but then like when I joined the band, that was really when I started singing. And then I never was into metal, never liked it, but same as Austin again, where it was just like, how about this song? How about this song? And I slowly got into it.
Now Kogan's a hardcore fiend, dude.
Gotta have more.
Real
Always
heavy.
gotta have more. That's awesome. So, what would be your top 3 bands that you would want to collaborate with? Aim high. Aim high.
Well, ever since we started the band, we've had like a running joke where we before the band breaks up, we'll have a gig where Metallica opens for us.
There you
Obviously,
go.
it's a joke.
You said aim high.
Aim high. That's the highest. I don't know. Maybe like someone where it's like they're kind of in the same boat as us, where they're like any like bands like up and coming, kind of newer bands. Like I know some of the other members might not agree, but like if we ever got the chance to play with like a band like Knocked Loose, like I would go crazy. That would be crazy.
I
Red
heard
Hot
some
Chili Peppers.
Gojira kind of vibes.
Akira?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay,
So I could see y'all tour with them. You know.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Hands down. What about the rest of you? Any picks?
I really want to play with In Flames. I love In Flames so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm with you there, man.
This has nothing to do with us or our genre whatsoever, but I would kill to play a show with the Origami Angels.
I agree with that. I agree with that in full. It would be a weird genre mashup.
Dude, I saw them live and they played. There was like a punk band that opened for them. I'm like, that's close enough, you know. Like,
we could
it
play.
could be us.
Yeah, there's
That's
another
awesome.
band I gotta look up now.
They're like Midwest emo, but they're really, really good.
Midwest.
They're like a weird Midwest emo,
Pop punk.
but like leaning more towards like math rock, but then they also have like super weird punky stuff going on. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really appreciate how your influences all go the spectrum of not just rock music, but just kind of music in general.
Yeah.
Like it really seems to be, I don't know, kind of I can't think of the words I'm trying to use at the moment, but it's just a lot of different stuff. It seems like, and it's really cool that you're all able to bring all these influences into this one unit. I suppose, you know, instead of everybody like, oh, we'll like death metal and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just like music.
And that's how it starts. You just got to have that love and that passion for music. Not, you know, you can't gatekeep. You know what I mean? I think Rob and I think we had this conversation about
Last week.
gatekeeping. You know,
Yes.
there you go. Yeah, you can't gatekeep. You just gotta love all music and appreciate it for what it is. So we do have a local band popped in, said yo from Lunar Urge.
Yo.
And we have Ryan said, glad to see some young bucks coming up in the scene and keeping the dream alive.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So I've seen you guys play shows, and I have to ask, do you already have any pre-show rituals that you do before you go on stage? Is there anything you just have to do to get into the zone or get into the mindset before you hit the stage?
A Red Bull or two, maybe.
There you go.
I can't play on an empty stomach.
I don't see
what?
I gotta eat. I cannot play on an empty stomach. Like everywhere we go, I'm like, is there food at the venue?
He gets hangry.
Yeah. After the gym, you gotta get your calories in, man.
Austin was messing up that food truck in Hudson, dude. Oh yeah.
Like I don't see y'all stretching before the show. Like I gotta get limber, you know, like us old farts here. I just see y'all jump on stage and just start going. You know?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. This isn't for the shows, but like for like one out of every practice we have. Well, 90% of the practices that we have, I always get Jimmy John's beforehand.
Everyone, dude. It's almost every practice.
Everyone.
He shows up a little bit late with Jimmy John's every time. He eats
Does
it
he
while we
share
set
the?
up.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Never. I just never shared.
Usually the late guy brings the food to the meeting, you know, and there's an excuse, but
Oh, that's a good idea.
Next time you're late,
Uh,
bring a platter, sandwich platter.
I'm usually the late guy to my band practices. So I have to bring the pizza once in a while. So, look what
I didn't know that was an unwritten rule.
I love you, pizza. Yeah.
Look, it is an unwritten rule. If you're not bringing fucking beer, then you better be bringing food.
Yeah. Word.
Andrew is looking at both of you right now like I fucking hate you guys.
Take notes, Andrew. Take
Dude,
notes.
I'm already broke because of college, bro. I can't I buy pizza every
Well, you have an
twice a week.
excuse. It's a legit excuse.
So, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened while you guys have been on stage?
Ooh. Do we
the
go?
wild.
Well,
guys, do we go with the Square Mug show or do we go with the Rose Room show?
Rose Room, I
both.
think.
Dude, I think
Both.
Square Mug's better.
I vote both.
Hey, both. I'll tell the Rose Room. Andrew, you tell the Square Mug because that was more. I feel like you were more involved.
Mhm.
Okay, so we played Rose Room when it was in Railroad Square before it shut down. We played with Ultra Flesh and This Dying Breed. That was the first time we ever met This Dying Breed, and now
Awesome, guys.
those are the homies now. But we played and we took that show like the night before. Like it was actually Jeremy who offered us the show. We played
We
it.
took it on Wednesday.
We took it on
Wednesday
Wednesday. Played it on Thursday night, Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
Thursday.
We took it Wednesday night. We played it Friday night. Yeah.
Was it Friday? I thought that one was like Thursday because I had to like leave really
Oh,
fast.
was it
to
Thursday?
school in the morning or
It
something.
was Thursday. Yeah.
We might have taken it on Tuesday.
I don't know. Anyways, like we had like no prep time. We were just like we threw like 6 covers together and called it a set list beforehand. And so we played the show, and I just want to preface that like on this specific day, I had an awful day. Like I had an awful day at school. Like it just wasn't a good day. My car broke down on the way home. Like, and I was like just stressing about like I just didn't have a good day at all. And so I get to the show, and I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna let some anger out. I'm like, I'm gonna let some anger out.
Remember what I said to you?
What'd you? Oh yeah, what'd you say to me? Remember, say it.
I said you've had such a bad day. This show's gonna go well. Like it's gonna balance out.
It did not balance out on stage. We played Walk by Pantera, and
So first off, hot.
Oh god, such a
my
hot
God,
venue.
such
No
a hot
fans, no nothing. It was like
And
no
they,
AC.
Charged $2 for a water or something.
Yeah,
And it was like,
and I don't know. Anyways, I get up there, Walk by Pantera. I have this part where after the solo, I drop my chair and I play the rest of the song standing up. Because I don't know, it's a little fun thing. I know, it's a little unique. And at the show, here's Greg in the chat. He knows. He was there. He was there. He was at the show. He knows what's up. At the Rose Room show, in this day, I usually like just kick the chair down and play. But at this show, I picked it up and just shot it. And Rose Room as a venue, like it wasn't like a very like stable building. It was just like a barn. So I hit an open pipe and it flooded the venue a little bit. And I had to stop in the middle of our set, and we all had to get in cleaning up the water. But they let us finish our set. And the super ironic thing, about it is the next song we played after that was Break Stuff.
and also like it was Friday, which was a night where they kicked out anyone under 18 at 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
during that intermission where they were stopping the water and all that, they kicked out all the probably
Like half our crowd, because all our crowd was like
Over
kids our
half our
age, like
crowd.
Yeah.
And then they let us finish our set though, and then we stayed and talked to the This Dying Breed guys and watched them for a bit.
Nice.
But that was crazy. All right, Andrew, let them know about the Square Mug show.
Square Mug show. Okay, wait. I need to preface this story. First things first. My mom's texting me. I will probably leave after this story. I need to go. But let me tell the story. So we had the Square Mug show. What were the other 2 bands? It was Stone Marone and
Stone Morose and like Red Beard Wall
yeah,
from Texas.
yeah, like weird. Well, not weird. They're actually pretty cool. The Stone Morose guy gave me his hat at that show, which I thought was hype. But anyways, so we're playing this show and we go up, and you know how like old Square Mug was, where it's like this really small box and you're just like on the wall, and literally all of like it makes it so much worse because like all of my college friends, like my new friends that I made in college, they're all here, and they're in the crowd. And this is their first ever show that they are seeing like my band. I'm like, guys, come see my band live. Like it's gonna be so much fun. Blah 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 blah, whatever. And they're there, and I forgot what the song was, but like midway through the song, this random guy with no shirt on and these super long, like this, I don't know what it was. It was like, it was white, but he had like these, it was all bunched together. It looked like blocks, and he like ran in and he started like screaming and like dancing to like the music. And he's like, dude, I love this music. And I don't think he paid the entry fee either. So he ran in and he started going crazy and jumping around and like screaming to our music. And literally everybody who was in front of us moved back. So it was this weird situation where there was like the pit, like they made a pit, but the only person in the pit was this random guy. Everybody was just in the back on the other side of Square Mug watching us. And it made it worse because like we were playing and we were like in the song and then we go to the next song and then he just keep coming up and like touching our instruments and like trying to grab the mic and like sing into it.
He stole the mic for the full first verse of Walk.
Yeah, he just like took the mic. Yeah, it's like it threw us off like cue wise and everything.
Yeah, and
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and his butt crack was sticking out, like his pants. His pants kept like sagging, so his butt crack was out.
I think the worst part about it was he was like touching and like harassing the crowd. Like he was like touching people and like he hit on Kogan twice at the show. he was like I like gingers, you know.
No.
Yeah, like Kogan was like 17 at the time. Like,
oh my god. And he was just there. He never like we finished and he stayed there. Like he didn't leave and nobody kicked him out. He was just there. And man.
That's so awkward.
That is really
Just good thing you didn't stick the mic in certain places.
It was so bad because I had to tell all my friends, I'm like, guys, this normally doesn't happen.
Well, they were probably like, this is badass.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so I think it's a tie for top two, but I gotta say, you flooding the venue was
dude.
That
I felt so bad after it, dude. I felt so bad.
Like, I've heard a lot of stories of bands breaking shit at a venue. I don't think I've ever heard of a band flooding a venue before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Now that you mention it, this is a first.
Greg is showing love to Andrew in the chat.
Someone should have took a picture of it and made it.
Oh my god, Greg!
Cover, you know.
Aww.
Says Andrew's the best bass player in Tally, hands down.
Oh, I'm not that good. I'm all right.
See, now we know you're good because you're just. You know.
Greg gave you props. If Greg gives you props, that's huge because Greg's a badass
really
too.
Good, yeah.
So
I love Greg. I converted Greg to a finger bass player for like 1 or 3 songs, dude. I've never been more proud of my life. And then I had to play pick in like a later show for like I forgot what song.
There's a video on our YouTube, and like right in the camera, you just like right where our photographer was, you can just see Greg like slide a pick right on Andrew's thigh while he's playing, like trying to get Andrew to pick it up and use a pick because Greg plays pick and Andrew plays.
I did. I would pick up that pick.
Yeah.
There's so many jokes. That's awesome, though.
All right, I gotta go. My mom is blowing up my phone. But
yes, thank you for joining.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, man.
This was awesome.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, nice meeting you all too. Love you. Hope the rest of this is awesome. I will be watching it at the family gathering, like peeking over.
Okay.
Look at you, still participating.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later.
So there is a comment in the chat that I just want to bring to light. Jade, I don't know if you can highlight there. Big ounce, by the way. Could one of you please say coffee backwards?
Do not.
Kogan, you got that.
So,
Is it fun?
so I want to give it a shot myself. If you were to say coffee backwards, I would imagine it would sound something like "e fuck,"
which is funny.
I can't.
No, I'm saying it in my head, and I refuse to say it.
Wait, am I? Is there a joke I'm missing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll speak after this.
Go for Rob. No, you want to roll now?
Yeah, I just did.
Own it.
Fuck. Nope.
That was great, Rob.
Am I missing? I'm missing something.
There's a series of videos of this guy saying, it's just like a TikTok trend of dudes saying coffee spelled backwards is fuck, which is funny. And they like distort the videos like really bad, and it's just like stupid like Gen Z humor. Like it doesn't mean.
Oh, I'm missing the reference. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
that's all it is.
I'm drinking coffee right now. Actually, I took a nap after work. I had to. Yes.
Okay, so you guys want to see a video?
I do.
Yeah, let's
see a video.
Let's see a video.
So, just to preface, so this was sent over to the Riff when we were doing our live radio broadcast. And I took the song, I stole a video from your YouTube, and I just put the song over the video. So for everybody watching, if it doesn't match up, I did my best. So you get to hear them, and you guys enjoy. go. So while the video was playing, my oldest is sitting in here with me, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the band, but he said in your instrument playing, he hears Primer 55 instrument wise. So
I've never heard of them.
I've never heard of
I have
Primer 55.
Primer 55. He said that he could hear a little bit of Primer 55. He said Andrew's bass has a little bit of a cornfield to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree
For
with that.
sure. But he said he can hear Primer 55 in your guys's like instrument wise.
That video is from is like a little vlog that we had put together from our trip out of town, our first gig out of town. We played in Hudson last weekend or 2 weekends ago. Our buddy Morgan, he's doing the tour with us as well. He's going out of town, recording for us, doing like a little doc style video. So I think it'll be pretty cool.
Hell yeah!
Practice.
yeah.
I really liked the fisheye. Fisheye.
Fisheye lens.
For lack of better terms. Yeah. Fisheye lens. Yes. Fuck. Thank you, Jade.
Welcome.
Yeah. So somebody knew what I was talking about. Thank you. Yeah, and I agree with what Greg said. Like even like especially the breakdown.
That's what we were hearing. Early Metallica.
You can definitely hear some thrash metal.
Oh, for sure.
There. Hey, Austin, was that a Jackson Dinky you were playing there?
It is, yeah.
Yes.
My girlfriend got that for me for Valentine's Day and painted it with the little kiss marks.
That's what that is. I was trying to see what the red was.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Keep her. Yeah.
Yes.
That orange cab. So nice.
Yeah, with the big orange. Yes.
Some good tone.
So, do you guys remember the first show you've ever played?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Punk Prom 2023 at the bar.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
Very different.
The first one we played with the four of us was several months later.
The first show that all four of us played at
Was the album?
Yeah.
Because the first show where we had Andrew, Kogan was out and we had another vocalist. So the first show that was actually the four of us was our album fundraiser show, which was like last October.
August 5th. August 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Who is writing the lyrics in the band?
All of us.
Really?
I was curious if you could go into any detail on the lyrical content of the song.
That song specifically, March?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's our best lyric writing we've ever done. And we've since then wrote like better lyrics, but it was so the song is about like being in a situation where like something bad is coming and like you ignored like warning signs for it, and so you can no longer like prevent it, like it's coming for you. So like we kind of wrote it in like a style where it's not like, I don't know, we kind of wrote that one weird, like it's real Bible versey kind of like where you're like you know, but I don't know, I think it metals well together, like listening to it now, like the chorus I don't know, pretty simple, but ever since then we try to actually like we try to keep it more like less in that style where it's like harder to say, harder to, you know, fit in a line. We keep the syllables better. We just improved over time slowly as we keep writing songs.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you please.
I was just gonna say sometimes simpler is better. You know, our average reading grade is 5th grade, I think, in the United States. So maybe sometimes that could help out there.
Yeah.
More is less.
Yeah, exactly.
Or less is more. That's what I was trying to say. Less is more.
And if I may impose a little unsolicited advice, if I may, please, write what you fucking want to write. I hope you guys don't feel like you have to write, you know, a punk song or, you know, what hard rock song or whatever. I really want you guys to know you can write whatever the hell you want to write. Write what you want to listen to. That was always my thing. It doesn't have to be within a certain genre. or it could span across multiple genres. Write and play what you want to write and fucking play.
Yeah.
And if it's heartfelt and there's really there's passion behind it, people will follow you. It's a little trite, but kind of like Field of Dreams. You build it, they will come. I feel like it's the same thing for music. If you're writing from the heart and there's passion and love behind it, people will follow you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you just started a year, so you're still finding yourself out. So yeah, like Rob said, just write, keep playing, write some more, and then you'll find your niche. Eventually.
Like we've bounced genre to genre like a lot through our writing songs, but I feel like we're at a point now where we just sit down and we just like, this tuning sounds cool. Austin plays some riff that sounds cool. We just kind of play stuff that we like, Whereas before we were writing stuff that's like, okay, are people gonna like this, And
I don't know if you know who Rick Rubin is. I know you're young guys, but
I do.
Yeah, he's an older producer. He like Beastie Boys and other, big rock. But,
Slayer, Metallica, Beastie Boys, fucking everybody. Johnny Cash. Sorry, I'm done now.
Oh, you're good. But he has some clout on there. But he always said, write music for you, not for them. That's when your best stuff will come out.
Absolutely.
So I do believe in that philosophy. We always want to make everybody happy, have a good time at the show, but you got to love what you play first, and then that'll show on stage.
Hands down. And we do have a question in the chat from Greg. He said, I've listened to the EP. Is the lyrics in the future for the 2 instrumentals?
No.
So, the song we have called Rockadillions on the EP is just strictly an instrumental. We wanted that one. That song kind of is supposed to instrumentally like convey the trajectory of us in our chapter of Rockadillions. So it like starts punk, and then Andrew comes in with his solo as he like joins the band later after that, and then we like get into some like more hard rock metal, and then like the thrashy riff at the end. It kind of conveys like how we like progress through our like different genre styles and different like stuff like that. So I feel like that one didn't need any lyrics as a song. And then our song Waltz on Their Graves, which is the other instrumental, there are 4 words in it right before the breakdown. But I think in the meaning of the song, and I won't really go into the meaning of that one, but in the meaning of that song, it makes the song better to us to stay silent and like just convey what we're doing through our music.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you guys are, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's mature enough, but
exactly.
It's that you guys would think that, and having it to where it's like, this is our journey instrumentally is pretty badass that you guys decided to like, let's put this on an EP and let's convey like our journey from beginning to end.
And
that
really
was and that was actually one of my questions was, how would you guys say that you have evolved from the beginning till now?
I just think we've all, gotten better not only at like writing parts together, but like figuring out what genres we like to play together and like what we like to write and what kind of like ideas, because like we've had an album planned and like a whole story for each song like in order planned since like before Andrew was even in the band, like a long time ago. And so we've slowly been, as we write songs, we carry them out, we write them about this and fit them together. And so whenever we get the album finished and record and release, we have this whole story that we've all cooked up together that it's like fun for us to write.
Oh yeah. And so you guys have an EP that I want to talk about here in a second, but did you guys do all the recording in-house or did you outsource?
No, so we outsourced with this guy up in Valdosta, Georgia, at Earth Sound Records. His name is Lee Dice. He's he's the man. He's the man.
Yes,
he's recorded some big bands. He's and he absolutely just. We sent him. We went in for 2 days back to back. We recorded our tracks, and he just took them to the next level. Like he absolutely mixed. His mixes were immaculate.
That is awesome. That's awesome. So leading up to my next question. When is the EP dropping? What do you have coming up? What's going on with any of that?
So the EP dropped 3 days ago.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So
live everywhere right now.
So
that
means Spotify.
Yeah.
No, I knew that. I wanted them to say it, Rob.
Yeah.
Not for me to throw out there. I'm not in the band.
No, I didn't know it had been released myself.
Oh yeah. I've been keeping my eye on them ever since I was like, hey, let's get these guys on here. I've been watching.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
on
I pay
Spotify,
attention.
Apple Music, I think pretty much every platform it's out on.
Hell yeah. So you have a show coming up. Am I mistaken on that?
Yeah.
So what's the show about? Where's it going to be? What's the date?
So our next show is in 2 days at Square Mug at the Plant over on the new location on Gain Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first date of our EP release tour, which we're doing as like to promote the EP. We're starting off in the hometown. The next night, Friday night, we hit Tampa. Saturday night, we hit Orlando. And then Sunday night, we hit Jacksonville and head back home.
Oh.
Wow.
Hell yeah. It's a nice little run.
That's awesome. That is so fucking awesome. I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
I really am.
Absolutely. So during this run that you guys are doing, are you going to maybe do a second run of something similar to help promote as well?
I think we're gonna keep like this run as like it's like a pretty small first run. It was pretty expensive to carry out, but I think it hits all the major spots in Florida. It gets our name there. But when it comes time for we get more free time as a band and more money saved up, and the album gets ready to come out. Definitely, there's a lot more cities we want to hit. So I think a bigger run in the future would be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. And what is the handle for where people can go to listen to your music on Spotify? Like, do you have like a specific, you have the link tree going across your screen for everybody out there, but where can people find your stuff?
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Instagram Music. I think that's a thing. I don't know. Pandora. If people still use Pandora, I'm sure it's on there.
Is people use Pandora?
I used it until last December.
Let's see.
Really?
Pandora users out there, we love you.
So shout out to all our Pandora listeners.
So the reason why I switched was because they removed their like Pandora Wrapped or whatever, and I was like, well, I listened to enough music where it's like, I want to know what I listen to, so I switched to Pandora.
Let's see, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, looks like iTunes. Just looking at
this your kid will put you everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
You have a Bandcamp? Did you mention?
I don't think we do not have Bandcamp set up.
Okay. And your EP's called Harbinger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So after the run we hit for the EP, as soon as August 24th, we're hitting Brass Mug Fest up in Tampa with Unsigned Breeds on that bill too. That's gonna be a fun lineup.
Hell yeah.
The boys. And the biggest thing I think, relevant to the tour for here is that for our Jacksonville show, we invited our boys False Chase to go up with us to have their first out of town show too. So
that is awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
That is awesome. We love False Chase.
We love False Chase.
Yes, I see your hat there. Yes.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Y'all got to take advantage. I know y'all are all y'all in college, pretty much.
Yeah, so me and him just graduated high school about less than a month ago.
Congrats.
Austin and Andrew just finished their freshman year in college.
All right.
So we are all now college people. Yo, Dylan. This dying breed repping in the chat.
That is awesome. I am super excited to see where you guys end up, because I can say that when you guys are touring with Metallica and Pantera, I could be like, yo, we interviewed those guys.
Yeah.
So I am super excited to see where you guys go. You have the right mindset for it, for being as young as you are and being, that you've been together for the short time that you have been together. You guys are accomplishing some huge things and you guys should really, really be proud of yourselves. And you guys are so humble. Like the entire time we've been talking to you, we dish out compliments and you're just like, oh yeah, thanks. You're just like super humble about it, and keep that, because I don't know how many bands that I have listened to or gone to a show to see and have gone up and, first time hearing them, they're from out of town or I'm out of town and I happen to go to a show and I'm like, man, you guys were awesome. I had one dude go, I know. And I went,
that'll kill you. Ego will kill you.
I'm telling you.
Having a large ego will kill a band.
100%. 100%. I went to see a big name person, a rapper. I'm not going to name names, but I went to go see big name rapper for one of my friend's birthday. And he was walking out back and I happened to yell his name and said, hey, great set. I was totally lying and just trying to be nice. It was a horrible set, but I was trying to be nice and was like, hey, good set. And he's like, I know. And I went, okay, so you're one of those. So I yelled back. He has some beef with another rapper. And so I said that the other rapper did it better than him. So yelled it as loud as I could to where his little peoples that were around him was like, what'd she say? And I was like, I yelled it again. I'd said what I said. So I'm glad to see that you guys, for as quickly as you guys have blown up, you don't have that ego and you're still, down to earth and, loving what you do. And that's the biggest thing, is that you guys seem like you really have fun doing what you guys are doing.
Oh yeah.
So kudos.
As much as it would be amazing if the tour went great and we, got a bunch of money and fame and fans. I don't care as much as it's when I look at it, it's more I get to play 4 nights in a row with my friends and travel and have
there
fun.
You go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
if you ever need security, I know you're probably looking at Rob, but actually hire Jade. she'll kick some ass for you. Right.
I'm not that bad, guys. Come on. And yeah, Dylan's right. He said that's why the set was bad. 100%. That's why the set was bad. I 10 out of 10 don't recommend. So I want to thank you guys for coming on Off the Record and for hanging out and talking about your guys' passions. And I'm really excited to see where you guys go for sure. Hands down, I'm super excited to see where you guys end up in the next 5 years, because I'm gonna be interviewed those guys before they were, I can't wait. I'm excited.
Hopefully,
so thank you guys
Texas.
for coming on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I need to go to Texas.
Yeah,
I think they would do good in Texas, Grover.
I think so too. So
I think they would have a huge pull in Texas. You need to talk with Grover.
All right, hit us up.
Yeah, you need to talk with Grover about getting you guys in Texas.
you got it.
But thank you guys for coming on. Make sure you guys tune in. We'll be back here on Tuesday nights next week. We're here every Tuesday night, 7:30 live, introducing you to all kinds of badass bands like these guys. So make sure you tune in. Check us out. We have a Beacons link with everything on it. So if you want to find anything off the record, go to our Beacons link. All the things, literally all the things. It's Beacons / Off the Record Pod, I think. It's on our Facebook. Go check out our Facebook. But thank you guys for tuning in, and check these guys out. Listen to their new EP. If you go look them up on social media, especially on Facebook, make sure you don't only follow so that you see all the stuff coming up. Otherwise, Facebook will block you. Show these guys some love, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks again for coming on.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for having us.
Off the Record Music Show. Wait, Off the Record Podcast.
There you go.